Hello, RoahmMythril here once again, and it's time for another fan art showcase. A lot of people have sent in new work, and I would like to display it here. It will also, of course, be available on my site to see in better detail. So let's get right to it. Mega Sonic X sent in these three battle chips: Shiny, Nightmare Power, and RoahmMythril. I must admit I'm entranced by a big shiny chip, but Nightmare Power scares me. Sakani17 sent this in, proclaiming the power of friendship against all adversity. Still, friendship or no, that's way too many Quickmen. This also came in from Sakani17, an 8-bit rendition of everyone's favorite devoted father, Harry Mason. Have you seen a little girl, short, black hair, 16 pixels tall? My daughter. On the subject of Silent Hill, Mega Beta Man sent this in. Silent Hill Battle Network. Can Mega Man defeat the power of Incubator EXE? Let's hope so. Though I do have to wonder what a Pyramid Head chip would do. Mega Beta Man also sent this in. One more joke about sending Land to Nowhere on the Metro line. And, well, perhaps the most literal interpretation of it yet. Sorry, Land, but I guess the programmers aren't done with this area yet. Meanwhile, back on the internet, Invader ZGR has decided that Airman needed to be Kanye'd, because let's face it, Fireman was the best Navi of all time. Just saying. Pivot Paralyzer decided to have me fill in for the role of Spyro the Dragon, which actually kinda reminded me I needed to put that on my future projects list. I do plan to do the original trilogy because I found those the most fun. Luigi Man 200 sent this in, and evidently reached the same conclusion that Pink and I did. Mega Man in Bass most certainly was not made with Mega Man in mind. This came in from Watch, in response both to JSonic872's Psychotic Burner Man, and Jinkaria18's comment about Burner Man staring at me with a weird emoticon face. I'm not quite sure which is creepier now. This also came in from Watch. The periscope goes to wherever it feels like, including migrating over to my channel from Shags. How did I get in on this? Down periscope! Watch also sent this in. Quickmen doing the can-can? I'm not sure whether I should be amused or terrified. Invisible Coin Block sent this in. It seems another victim has been claimed by the red-eyed woolly spider. Don't worry, I'll refrain from any freaky spider close-ups this time. This came in from LTFC 1992. Fox seems to be a bit concerned about me piloting R-Wings, and probably with good reason. I'm terrible at those games, so I'm probably crashing. Sheepman's weakness to the rebound striker has often been questioned on my channel. Tonta Joels proposes this theory. Could it simply be that Sheepman hates dodgeball? As if Quickman needed to be any more spastic, Ian Alan decided to cross him with Sonic the Hedgehog. Dear gods! Though, frighteningly enough, doesn't Quickman Sonic actually happen in Mushroom Kingdom Fusion? This came in from Flubs. That's right, even Solar Man will not stop me from claiming my shinies. Which actually is kind of true. I've been practicing his stage, and I make sure to get all the 1-ups and E-tanks that I can along the way. Waterwolf913 sent this in, portraying Shag, Pink, Kit, and myself as Pokemon Masters. As usual, I'm entranced by a shiny, though it does come with a slight apology about the base used for Shag. Volan206 sent this in. Could this be why Mega Man wasn't in Brawl? Kirby, you spit out that super fighting robot this instant! On the subject of Kirby, Riolu7 sent this in. It's Metar Kirby. I imagine it could be a fairly useful defensive ability, but could it out-defend Stone? And furthermore, on the subject of Mets, thanks to Absalon90, the RoahmMythril home for adorable Metars has finally opened its doors. Yes, that's right, all the cute little Metars out there that no one seems to want on their computers finally have a safe haven. Lovely. And now to meet the newest resident of said home for Metars, Raiden Nagari sent this in. It's the RoahmMythril. It's adorable and it collects shinies. I love it! This was sent in by Nico Ishii, capturing me in my eternal quest for shinies. Gems, bolts, E-tanks, they all look good in my hoard. There weren't quite as many new Navi designs as there were last time, but there are still some new ones to have a look at. Penguin Polar Bear sent in this design for Solar Man EXE, who evidently is already out for my blood. What did I ever do to you? You don't even exist. Mullet Man sent in this design for Dynamo Man EXE. You know, as much of a pain as Dynamo Man was, I'm kinda surprised he never did make it to the Battle Network series. Coincidentally, there seems to be a good bit of love for Dynamo Man, as another Navi design for him came in from Tom0027. This actually reminds me, if anybody has any Navi designs for earlier Robot Masters that didn't have counterparts, feel free to send them in. In addition to all of that, several new comics came in as well, including new work from Watch, Flubs, and Ethan Law, as well as a bit of an epic poem by Tom to Joels, so please be sure to go by my site and check out all the new work. So before I bring this to a close, a bit of a fan art request. As often as I've requested Navi versions of Robot Masters that never had Battle Network counterparts, it occurs to me that the reverse is also true. There are plenty of Navis out there that never had Classic Series Robot Master counterparts. Color Man, Number Man, Gate Man, even the almighty Serenade. There are plenty of options out there, so if anyone wants to give it a shot, please feel free to send that in. With that, that's all for this time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to everyone who sent in fan art. And I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.